Hello viewers, welcome to Astrons Group. आज we are seated with one of our another achiever of Astrons Group. यहाँ पे है राधिका खेवानी and she has cleared math with 96.76 percentile and that's really a good percentile for a candidate to clear a math. Anyway, hello Radhika.
Hello sir.
So Radhika, how do you feel achieving such a good score for math when you always wanted to go for MBA? How does it feel?
So although it's just the beginning to be in a management school because there is yet many other things to achieve, but with this percentile I feel very proud of myself, and also I see the person around me, they also have a proud feeling for me, including our teachers and my parents. So it's a very good feeling altogether.
Nice to know about it. Okay, so there is one more thing that is coming up in my mind, that is, was MBA your dream actually course? You want to go for MBA, you want to go for the management level. Why MBA? Because how much I know, the people of your age after graduation, most of them, they try to go for some bank exams and other recruitment exams. But then when we met, you actually wanted to go for your MBA. Why? Is that your dream or something like that?
Certainly MBA was always my dream, but I didn't realize it earlier. When I was in my graduation days, I realized that I wanted to do for my master's degree, and MBA was the best thing which I can opt for. And that's all. MBA is what I wanted to do, and that's why I went for math exams.
And why math exams? There are CAT exams also. Why math exams? What was that behind that?
So since the reason was that for opting math is I didn't wanted to go out of my hometown. I wanted to study here because I did my graduation from Kolkata. Now I didn't wanted to go anywhere outside. I wanted to stay in Dibrugarh and do my master's degree. That's why I didn't opted for CAT.
Okay, so you didn't opt, you didn't give the exam for the CAT, you didn't actually appear?
No sir, I didn't appear for the CAT exam also, sorry.
Okay, so with this percentage, where and all you got the chances for MBA?
So I got chance for Kaziranga University and also Jaipuria University, Noida side.
Okay, and where are you now situated, where you are now studying?
So I'm studying in Dibrugarh University from Center of Management Studies.
Okay, Dibrugarh University. You hail from Dibrugarh. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
you wanted to study in here.
Yes, sir.
Acha. So that was your ambition, that you actually want to stay near your home also. That is why you didn't go outside and stuff.
Yes,
like
sir. Now I didn't want to go outside.
Okay. What if? I'll ask later on. There is one more question that I want to ask you. That you actually said just now that you opted and you are studying right now Center
for Management
Studies.
Yes,
Why that? Why not other streams actually? Why this?
So management course. So because management, for me, I feel that management course is the most practical course which I have seen, also from my seniors also, because I always wanted to be in a managerial level from the very beginning. Rather than sticking on the theoretical notes, I always wanted to go for the practical ones. So I opted MBA, and here in Center for Management Studies, the teachers over there are always going for the practical presentations and all. So it's a very good experience there.
Okay. Well, that's a nice thing to know. Okay, so that's how actually you wanted to go for the MBA subject. Can I ask you that how actually you prepared for MBA? Because our viewers here, they would love to know that acquiring 96.76 percentile in math, what you have done a kind of preparation. Can you describe to us your preparation level, your struggle that you have gone through, and how you overcome those struggles and actually got successful in acquiring this much of percentile for yourself?
As MBA was my dream, so after my graduation I started research on what field I can go for starting my MBA preparations. So I get to know that math is the exam which I can crack and go in the MBA line. So I started self-study, but for me self-study didn't work out at the earlier stage. I was very clueless from where to start with, and what are the tricks and the methods that I can do the sums very easily and in less time. So one of my friends suggested that you can go for Astrons, since Astrons was one of the well-known institute in Dibrugarh. So as soon as I got to know about it, I talked to the Astrons Group, and the next day itself there was a new batch starting. So I get into the batch, and it all started with Jovial sir's first class of orientation, and which very well boosted up my confidence. So it all started with that, and also with the support of the teachers and everybody. They were always at the back of us, like they were always standing at the back of us whenever we will have a problem. And also when we were not doing our homeworks and all, then also we were forced to do all the homeworks and all, but still that thing forced us, that was good for ourselves only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you learned from that, like what guidance? Like you said you were clueless, right?
Yes, sir.
In the beginning,
Yeah.
before you joined, and later on that clueless thing went away. You got the clue that how to study, is something like that you can say?
Yes, sir. As soon as I joined the Astrons Group, I got into the track, and I got the idea of how to proceed for my exams, and that was just the beginning of my studies, and that's it.
Okay. So people say that there are many ways we can go and crack. Many of them, they say that practice is very important. Do you really feel practice? Do you do a lot of practice? Have you done that?
So practice is the utmost important thing a person has to do, because a person might be very intelligent, but without practice, even just one day before the exam, he can't do anything. Practice is very important.
Okay, and what about attending the mock exams, other exams? Will that help?
Yes, sir, surely that will help a person. If he doesn't study from the various books, if he just solves the mock test, that will be very helpful for him.
Okay.
It doesn't, a person doesn't need a lot of 10 more of books, only a practice of mock exam will do.
I've seen many candidates actually previously that they always wanted to go for the MAT exams or the CAT exams, and they want to go for the MBA. And when they start preparing for, say, either CAT or MAT, after a few of their studies, they actually start getting tired, and they get demotivated with all those studies that are coming up, and most of them actually give up sometimes. And I think in your struggling period, you must have felt that I am unable to do much more. What boosted you actually?
So the subjects which were included in the MAT are all mostly practical subjects, and I didn't feel bored or I had any struggle doing all these subjects, because maths was a subject which I enjoy doing. That some of them they stay away from maths or they fear from maths. It was not in my case. I liked enjoying maths and also the reasoning part. That's why.
Okay, so basically you're saying that
you should enjoy the
thing.
Enjoy the thing.
Part is the enjoyment. And
yeah.
If you enjoy the subject, then preparation becomes fun.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and it also becomes easier also.
Okay. So you are a person who actually got the fun out of the subjects,
yes,
and you actually could do it properly and solved accordingly. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's a nice thing to know actually. For viewers, it's very important that you don't take the competitive exam subjects as some subjects that you did in the graduation or in your masters. But I believe that you should take those exams and those subjects as something of fun. You should love it. You should try to enjoy it, as those courses, those subjects are of class 8, 9, 10, I believe,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So those are not something of a level of a graduation. You can actually enjoy it. So if your base is nice, you can actually do and crack those exams nicely. There is nothing to fear so much on that. Okay, nice to know that how much you have prepared and how you prepared on that. Could you tell us finally, there is two more questions if I would like to ask you, is that how is the MBA course that you're doing? You're doing in
Center for
Dibrugarh
Management
University, right?
Studies,
Yeah,
yes.
Center for Management Studies. So how do you feel the course that you're doing right now, the day-to-day classes that you're doing and preparing for MBA, how does that feel? What is the difference between the normal graduation and MBA that you're doing right now?
So there's a vast difference between the graduation days and the MBA degree. In graduation, the things were all theoretical, and MBA is a practical course, rather to say a program. So in Center for Management Studies, the teacher is always they're always arranging seminars and all, and they also invite teachers from IIM Bangalore, and we get a great experience there. Stay in Dibrugarh and having an experience from the great teachers from IIM Bangalore and other IIM is a very good feeling.
Wow, that's nice to know. That's nice to know. Okay, finally, Radhika, could you give our viewers few advices for those who actually are going for MBA and want to clear math exams? Can you give them some advices if you could?
So from my side, I would like to give this advice that first of all, always be continuous in what you are doing and be determined. Just don't stop at the middle of something. If you have started and you really want to do it, then do it. And the second thing is that avoid wasting much time on the social media sites, because it's a very big distraction, and I would not say that social media is not a good thing. I believe that 70% I have learned from Astrons, and the 30% I have also gained knowledge from the social media sites. The very good example is YouTube channels. I have taken a lot of help from all the YouTube channels which are good for math preparation. So you can opt for that. And the third point is that try to solve as much as mock papers as you can, because it will help you in the long term. And also, hard work is the key for everything. Practice more and more as possible, so you don't have to regret it after the exam that why haven't you studied before it.
So Radhika, that's a really nice advice that given to our viewers. Those who are going for the math exams, take these advices into granted and try to prepare nicely for the math exams that are coming up next. Every one of you can actually achieve a really nice percentiles as she did, and actually opt for a really good B school. Thank you so much, Radhika, for coming in this show. I hope that you have a really great future ahead. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.